All right then, YouTube, we're back. Well, I say back. I'm filming with Benny today. But I'm gonna try and keep on the YouTubes, maybe with Ben, maybe on my own. Ben's charging me an arm and a leg to do this. But I'm gonna take you through my leg day, show you how I like approach things, accuracy, intensity. I think most of you are missing that these days. So we're gonna go through like the raw bits of a leg day. It's not very sexy, but I think this is what people miss out on. It's not how many sets you do. It's not the perfect split. Can you actually train hard? Can you actually train accurately? That is what's going to grow you. So today I do start with shoulders on a leg day, but I need to get more shoulder volume in. It doesn't knacker me out for my leg session. So 3 sets of delts to start with, and I will superset them with calves as well, because they're both pretty like low taxing movements. So split between them, superset them, then into the leg stuff. Now let's go. So you'll notice that on that, I still do exactly the same form, same tempo, same accuracy as I would in my top sets. Warm-up sets, yes, they are to warm you up, but neurologically, if you can set yourself up to doing the movement exactly how you're going to do it in your top set, you're going to do it a lot better. Also, focusing on technique and working my way up means I will actually warm up properly. Yeah? I'm not bringing in any other muscles, nice strict form, same with everything I do now. So now calves, the unsexiest thing ever to train. Also, I'm not playing games on my phone, that's right, track my workouts. We need to do legs together, don't we? That's the plan. Top of a hack squat, I'll be like, right, if you don't get this next rep, I'm not paying you for your next reels. So another bonus of training calves at the start, 1, because if you leave them to the end, there's no way you're gonna do them. But 2, like ankle mobility, I have got the world's worst ankle mobility. And spending some time in this like stretch position is just like so beneficial. Like it really helps me in my hack squat, like all my other movements as I move forward. Plus it gets it out of the way. I've got terrible calves and I want bigger calves, so I'm doing it. I'm tempted, I'm gonna up it as well, like more times a week. Also, if you've not tried calves on a leg press like this, it's so good. It keeps my lower back nice and safe. Like there's no compression on my spine, which I really like. So. It hurts so bad as well. So with shoulders, I've got a real dodgy shoulder, like most people have as well. You very rarely meet someone in the gym who's not got a rotator cuff injury or something. So spend a decent amount of time warming up the shoulder joint. Like I'll typically do probably 4 or 5 warm-ups on a delt movement, just because my shoulder's not great. But like on calf, 1 warm-up set was enough for me. Like I've got no injuries, they feel good. So warming up, probably person dependent, especially injury dependent. And if you have got an injury, like don't neglect things like, you know, your external rotation, internal, like if you've got an issue with a joint, look after it, because from experience, niggles don't go. No matter how hard you want to work through them. But another reason I will film most of my sets today, not because I'm vain, because I want to get VAR on how many reps I did actually do, because my counting is terrible. That is what CC Fitness stands for, can't count fitness apparently. And also, like my form, like I'm always improving on form. If you think you're already good at training, you're not. You can always get better. So you'll notice there, I'm trying to keep everything as stable as possible. Like with a raise, it's so easy to like jolt your body up, yeah? So like do that to gain you some more reps. It's not about how many reps you can do, it's about how many reps you can do with proper good form, basically. And I didn't take a rep I wasn't going to get there. First set of the day, I don't need to take it past failure. You know, my energy tank's full, want to save it. But you don't really get much from a half rep either. Like, what am I going to get from a rep that only goes to here, apart from wasting energy? Now, it's not to say there's not a time for partials or like shorter reps if you're like lower on time and you need to get that work in quick, it's worth it. But for me, like straight sets only, maximum accuracy, maximum intensity. Like, there's no way I'd have got another rep there without me changing my form. So yeah, pretty good set. And this is why I film, because I can't remember how many I've done. Also, the logbook is good, right? But on that set, I couldn't have done any more. Like, you know, if you go to failure, even if you don't log your workout, you can still do it, still do the damage. So the good thing about supersetting calves and delts, like my calves feel fine now. Now my heart rate's calmed down a little bit, I can get into this. It's not going to take away from my set. They burn loads, don't they? Training calves as well, you've got to train them to failure like you do every other muscle group. See a lot of people just like bouncing them, do it till it hurts a little bit and then get off. I mean, I haven't got big calves, but I do know how to grow muscle. It's genetics. Intra-workout drink as well, which I haven't had for a while because I've been so hungry. I want to eat my carbs. But on a leg day, I actually love this. I've got 25 grams of carbs, I'm pretty sure. Trained by JP Performance Fuel. And I think it's called MPS Max Strength or something like that. EAAs and creatine, glutamine. So I'm on about 20 to 30 grams of creatine a day. Split that out for the day, 10 in the morning, 10 in here, 10 in the evening. Glutamine, 10 grams in the morning, and then 5 grams in here. And then the Performance Fuel and the EAAs. But mate, this will get you through a workout for sure. I might actually, when food gets higher, I'll up this. Especially on like a leg day, really, really demanding. You're obviously going to get through glycogen a bit quicker than you would like an upper body day. But yeah, it really helps like get through the session. So I'll start drinking this now. Realistically, I want this done like 3/4 of the way through the session. That will fill me throughout. It's quite a lot though. I probably put a bit too much in here. Another thing to be said, actually, I've had probably 2.5 litres of water already today. Hydration is key, mate. If you're not hydrating, and I don't mean hydrating for like a day, like stay hydrated throughout the week, you'll see so much more progression in your training, your sleep, like everything. So shoulder, yeah, I haven't talked about the cues yet, have I? So what I'm thinking about here is constantly driving my arms away from my shoulder joints, yeah? So like from here I'm pushing down, and as I come up I'm actually pushing my hands out towards the wall, not bringing my traps into play, yeah? So a raise isn't this, it's that. It's obviously a lot harder as well, which is why most people don't do it like that, but go lighter. And make a nice tight fist as well, like you're grabbing onto something. I see a lot of people with cuffs on, they've got their hands open, they're like that at the top. Having a stronger like grip, like a tense fist, definitely helps support the shoulder. And I've noticed that since obviously having my injury. Like sometimes you could actually hold on to a D handle if you wanted to, that would help. Or like, I don't know, just put something in your hand, like a rubber ball, something like that, and just grip it on your way up. I've managed to master it without that now. So I'll always warm up with Adductor. I just feel like before doing any pressing movement, I want to warm Adductor. Adductor's like really underrated. A lot of guys don't train them because it's a girl's exercise, isn't it? No, but seriously, like when you're squatting, that strength of balance of your leg from moving like inwards and outwards, Adductor's going to help that. Like a nice glute and a decent Adductor will help stabilise that. But if I don't warm up with this, I tend to not feel good in my pressing as well. So like this session is when I'll have Adductor first, then I've got leg curl, then I'll move into the actual press movements. Warms up my joints, warms up my knees, because there's nothing worse than going into your top set on a hack squat and just feeling like, just not warm, do you know what I mean? Like sore, like my knees feel tight if I don't warm up properly. So there's method in it. Also, I feel if I'm a little bit more like warm and almost like a bit, not tired, I don't go as heavy on the hack squat. Again, less load, like more accuracy. It's not always about lifting as heavy as you can lift. So I have to warm this up loads as well, like my Adductor. Probably do like 5 warm-ups on this. I don't know why it feels horrible. So with this as well, I'm thinking about driving my knees together. So the knee needs to be into the pad, not your feet. See a lot of people like trying to steer with their feet, pushing with like the lower part of their leg. Think about driving your knee into this pad and your feet could be loose. Like nothing really needs to happen from past the knee. So like a lot of my guys training legs, right, they really struggle with their intensity and accuracy. I notice it. They send me form videos like week on week and there's just so much that they can work on. But I think it's literally your mindset. You've got to go into legs wanting to do it. Like you're not going to have a good session if you're dreading it. Like don't get me wrong, I'm anxious about my top sets on hack squat because they're heavy and they hurt and my central nervous system gets absolutely fried after, but I'm up for it as well. Like at the end of the day, I'm in that machine. It's going to hurt whether I do 2 reps less than I did last week or push myself and get those reps. And yeah, there's something to be said about that. Like people want big legs and they're not willing to train as hard as they do like on all their other muscle groups, you know. If anything, you've probably got to be more accurate. It's getting in the way. It's because Ben's so massive. Because he trained back with me the other week. Yeah, 1 session. He's on 20 grams of creatine a day. There's no good way of getting out of that. With max reps. I'll tell you that. I count my force reps on that as well, just to keep it standardised. Something to be said about them, like I know the last rep's probably not as clean, but like I say, I can also regulate that. Certain movements it works, and other movements it doesn't. Like, but on this, I feel like it does. Don't be afraid to try that as well. Everyone's looking for absolutes these days, but I give you permission to try stuff, and if it works, it works. So now we're in the old single leg press. Leg press? Leg curl. I won't be pressing this. It's a bit long-winded this, but I've got no hamstrings, so I need to put the effort in. And I've found that single leg, I can really like get a connection. So obviously it does take double the time, but it's really good. And it allows me to keep like my pelvis in the right position. I've got like a proper tilted pelvis. So when I do this bilaterally, like my bum comes up, everything's horrible, and it can actually hurt my lower back. So I've gone single leg with this. It's really hard as well if you do it properly. But the reason it's probably really hard is because I've not got much hamstring as well. So something you need to think about is, does your muscle match the amount of weight that you're moving? And this is something I learned a while ago now, and you need to have a word with yourself, because most of us are lifting way past our ability. And hence why I probably used to get injured all the time as well. So learned the hard way. But yeah, lifting less with more accuracy has allowed me to grow. Like on chest, for instance, I used to move well more weight than I move now, but my chest is the biggest it's ever been because I'm moving it properly. So I've had to do that with hamstrings as well. So we're doing this. It's the problem with prime stuff. I can never remember where I loaded it and I didn't write it down. Oh well. It all trains your hamstrings, doesn't it? A good cue for this is I push my quad into this. So your knee and quad shouldn't come off this, which a lot of people do when they drag it round. So like push the leg into the pad, then bring your heel round and you'll get such a good contraction. It's really hard though. Like be prepared to be weak as on this. Oh. I think there's something to be said for actually just taking your weight back as well. Like honestly, the connection I get with that, I used to do seated leg curl and I'd put so much on there, like so much weight, really rush that start bit, not hold the squeeze. I just didn't, you know, and my hamstrings weren't growing, so you've got to look at the facts, right? Is it working? No. Am I going to need to change things? Yes. It's so quiet. Right, let's do a set. Oh. That was like 6 reps, isn't it? Nah, that's so hard. That was the same as last week, to be fair. Oh. So warming up on this, I've not done any quad work yet, so I'll definitely work my way up, especially this is the compound lift. Like, this is my main lift of this session. So I want to make it the best, obviously. Don't want to waste too much energy on warming up, but definitely want to make sure I'm warm enough. So I will like probably do quite a few reps on this. Then as I put a plate on each time, I'll massively reduce the reps. And I might even do sort of like 1 rep on pretty much close to my top weight, leave it, just so my body like neurologically feels that weight. Doesn't seem like as much of a shock then, and that seems to work for me. So my foot positioning on this as well, I go like fairly narrow, like shoulder width apart. I want to mainly hit my quads here. So close together, knees traveling as much as they can over my toes because my mobility is not great. Hence why I've got the old shoes, and keeping my knees in line, just keeping everything locked in, nice and slow. And again, these warm-up sets are going to look exactly the same as my top set. So just because there's less weight on here, I'm not going to change anything, right? Neurologically, I want that connection to be like, this is how I do a hack squat. And I could go heavier on this, but controlling the movement, for me, I've got like slightly dodgy knees, so I want to look after those. And anything where I like bounce out of the hole or rush it, like pretty much causes me knee pain. So you'll notice I literally go sleeveless as well, wear no belts, no sleeves. I just make it as hard as I can, really. And I think there's a lot of merit in that, like just making this hard, because I feel safe when doing it. Although it's heavy, it's not a weight that I can't control. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, let's get going. So you'll notice I've got this padding as well. So what a lot of people do on these is, you watch them, they'll like overextend their rib cage. So like, as you can imagine, this is not a very strong position, right? I want my ribs stacked. So I actually tense my core the whole time. So tensing enough that obviously, not that someone's gonna hit you, but if someone's gonna punch you, you could like absorb it. So you'll notice I keep like my rib cage stacked. I'm actually, the shoulder pad is almost like on the back of my shoulders. So I'm not here, I'm here. Stacked ribs, obviously neutral spine is much stronger than a overextended one. And also my lower back at the bottom is in just a much safer position. And you'd be surprised how strong you are from that actually, because you're stacked, like so much better. My quads hurt already. You want your feet really, if you're focusing on quads, you want your feet as low as you can get them without your heels coming off, I would say. Like, I don't particularly like pressing with my heels coming off. So Hence why I've got my squat shoes on, like elevates my heels up a little bit more. The platform you can adjust on this as well. So like have a play around with that and try and find a position where you can keep your foot pressure as even as possible, because that allows your hips to stay open. Like your hips kind of shut off when you go on your toes. Yeah, just big focus on foot pressure. That's mainly what I think about on this as I'm on my way down. Tempo, pause, foot pressure, almost drive through the heel rather than the toes if you can. Now you'll probably notice as it gets to like the end of my set, my heels might come off a little bit. That's just where I'm putting all my effort into it and everything wants to fight against me. But the more you stay on it, the better your reps will be. If you're still watching, like, subscribe, comment, and I might even get Ben back in again. It's a lot easier with Ben filming than me doing it, that's for sure. Right, I have to put on some hype music for these sets. It genuinely helps though. Like, I actually put on a Trained by JP like voiceover thing, and it basically says about not being a cunt whilst you're doing it. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna not be a cunt. The artist on SoundCloud is Ben Tren. Yeah. He's behind the camera as well. I didn't even think about that. That's a sick name. If you were Jack. You are Jack. You're the most jacked cameraman in here. Easy. I mean, you are the only camera guy in here, but look at the photo as well. Look.
If that's him, he's pretty jacked.
You see that? JP. It does get you hyped though. Yeah, it's him just like screaming and shit, like it's mad, but it's sick. Oh, love this. Literally, as I was on the last rep then, he says in this, the next 30 seconds are in your control, and they are. You're literally in control of every action you ever make. Bitter pill to swallow, but you are in control of everything. Oh my God, my heart rate through the roof. They're pretty good reps, I think. Oh. Ooh. Lower back pump. To all my lower back pump sufferers out there, it's food. More food equals more back pump. I have actually been doing yoga as well recently. That's another YouTube. That's a whole other thing, yeah. Oh, definitely don't neglect things like that though. Like, I've got a really bad back from neglecting it, lifting too heavy, not warming up properly, lifting with shit form, paying the price now. So as boring as it is and unsexy as it is, concentrate on those things, man. Like I say, if you've got a niggle at the moment, fucking do something about it. Go and see Dan. Synergy therapy, shout out. But yeah, get sorted. Get a proper rehab plan. A lot of injuries are not going to just get fixed, like by neglecting them or stop doing what you're doing. You need something that's going to help strengthen. Most of us have got like some sort of mobility, but we've not got stability in that joint, so we've not got strength. So actually doing some sort of resistance training with a full range of motion and loading it in the positions, like I say, your rotations and stuff like that, there's a lot of merit in that. Right, leg press now. That was another pretty good set. I was a rep up on that first set and max reps on the second set, so I'll take that. So you'll notice on any movements really, I try and stay continuous as much as possible. And on a press, like a hack squat or a leg press, that is hard to do. Like not many people can go like continuous reps. And then you probably notice like the last 2 reps, I did have a bit of a break at the top just to like compose myself, catch my breath. And then it allowed me to get those extra reps. But if you're logging and you're changing the time in between you do reps, so if you spend like 2 to 3 seconds at the top of a rep, and you're logging it, or 1 second, 1 rep, then 2 seconds the next rep, it's very inconsistent. So I just try and make my first, 7, 8 reps very continuous. Then the last few, which I need to put all my effort into, I like compose myself at the top. But again, I'm trying to not wait too long, right? I could sit on there all day and sit at the top and do loads of reps, right? That's not going to gain me muscle. Mechanical tension through the desired muscle creates stimulus. So we might as well get it done as quick and efficiently as possible, right? The shorter a set goes on, the less energy you're going to use. So it'll feel harder, but you'll get more from it, it'll be done quicker, and you can track it better. I feel like Cuba, I want to be like, write that one down. Write that down. Obviously, I've just come off the hack squat. I'm going to do one warm-up set on this, literally to get a feel for it, because obviously my legs are warm, right? I don't need to waste any energy, and then I'm going to go straight into my top set. I've got 1 set on each as well, so pretty simple. Now, a single leg press for me is really, really good. I've got a very tight lower back, and if I did bilaterally, so both legs, my lower back would actually round off here. So doing a single leg allows me to like stabilize my body, get in a solid position, keep my hips like separated, and stops my lower back from coming round. So also, like doing something single leg, all the little stabilizing muscles, yeah, my adductor's gonna get a little bit hit. I'm gonna get a little bit hamstring and glute here as well, where I'm gonna be able to go really deep. So single leg's really, really good. Really tough, really, really tough. But yeah, solid movement this. I'm gonna keep my foot low as well, because I do want this to be majority quad. If this video gets 1 like, Ben's got to come and train legs with me. And I can be that like as well. I can self-like. And I did it. I don't like drinking loads while training legs, but staying hydrated is really, really important, especially through quite a tough session like this. Like we've been going fucking 2 and a bit hours now, haven't we? 1 more exercise after this. I'm also looking for a supplement sponsor. At Gymshot and at JP. Bueno, I fucking love Bueno bars. Be a great sponsor. It wouldn't be good for bodybuilding, but it'd be a fucking great sponsor. Love a Bueno. Yeah. It's like your content's changed, Clint. Yeah, I'm just seeing how fat I can get. Yeah. And I'll log it and rep them. Go. Oh, how I've not burst the blood vessel doing that, I'll never know. Oh, so you see there again, just keeping them reps super consistent, one after the other. Don't lock my leg out. I probably did a little bit on that last rep, just to give me like a bit of a break at the top, but like nothing long, just maximum tension. It's a savage set that, one of them like does the job. And anyone who's done a single leg press, you'll know how heavy it is. Like if you was to do this with both legs, you could put so many plates on. But yeah, single leg's hard. But I really like how accurate you can be. Like my foot pressure just stays so good. Like my breathing is really good. I'm stable. Like being able to hold myself in that position is like, yeah, game changer. And helps like separate my hips a little bit, which is good. Like anyone who's done a split squat before and how hard they are, it's obviously not a split squat, but it's like an in-between. Oh my God, one more. B&B. Oh, that was the last of the horrible stuff. I was going to give a life update at the start and I didn't do it. Now I think I'm going to save it for another video. If you're still watching now, fair play, you must be bored. So leg extensions last, I'm going to just exhaust the quads now. You've got to remember I've done 2 sets of hack squat, a set of single leg press, so we're at 3 sets total. I've got 3 sets on here as well, which is quite a lot of quad volume in one session, but I only have 1 session a week, so I have to get it all in. I might be changing to an upper lower split, but who knows? I have to ask my coach, which is me. Get it? That's part of my life story, really. I'm no longer being coached, which is weird. Oh, my back. If anyone wants to donate a lower back, I'll have it, yeah. Even like a 80-year-old Vietnamese woman's back would probably be better than this. So setting up your leg extension, I think hips, knees, ankles, all in line. That's what you want here. So a focus on this is like really, really putting yourself down, create some stability. You kind of do want to be leaning back on this rather than like forward. And what I think about is actually pushing my hamstrings down into this pad, which is quite a weird sensation. And when you first do it, it will feel really odd. But the contraction you get on your quads is like phenomenal. So I'm almost like pushing down and then kicking forward. I'm not even so much thinking up. Like obviously you will come up naturally, but it's more like the pull down, the pushing the hamstrings into the pad and then driving your feet forward. And just like, imagine if you were contracting your bicep, right? You would overly squeeze it and spend some time there. Like do that with your quads. Don't just fling these through. You see so many people that just fling it through. Like they're the same as every other muscle group. So don't neglect that. Don't need to warm up much now. So 3 straight sets on this. Then we're done. Leg day, finito. Straight in for post-workout food. Brought it with me, cream of rice, protein, no fats, quick, easy, digestible, some blueberries as well. Bosh. I think the pre-intra, post-workout nutrition is super important if you're really trying to make a difference with your physique. And that's something you need to take from people's content, by the way. Like, and this is something I do. I grab good bits of other people, but if you watch a bodybuilder, theirs is specifically for bodybuilding. If you watch someone who's just like general pop lifestyle, obviously they're going to be a little bit different, right? And for most of you, if you're not into bodybuilding, you don't need to look that deep into it. Content's good, but I think it's confusing, you know? Like, especially some of the athletes that are bodybuilding, they are locked in, and I mean like locked in 365 days a year, like nothing is missed. Like for me, that is not enjoyable. Like I like bodybuilding and I like doing you know, a reasonably good job at it, but I'm not locked in 365 days of the year, no way. And then I think, again, if you're a lifestyle client, you should be nowhere near what I'm doing either. Like, that's unrealistic. You know, if you've got kids, a busy lifestyle, and you just want to be in all right shape, you do not need to be locked in 365 days a year. That's not a thing. You're setting yourself up for failure. And we've all got it, haven't we? The all or nothing mentality. Like I said in my last video, my last reel, enjoy it. Zoom out. We're on a rock, mate. Big spinning rock. Right, but I just want to be massive and on that rock. I want to be a rock on a rock. Oh. 11. Oh, my legs are so sweaty on that. So that is my leg day. Now I'm going to probably do some more content like this. So let me know in the comments what you like, what you want to see. I know you all love like full days of eating and stuff like that, so I will do that. But I kind of wanted to take you through the basics of it really. Like, we're in a day and age where everyone is looking for like the secret sauce. What's this, what's that, what should I be taking, peptides. Don't shy away from the work. This is the bread and butter. You can take all the peptides, all the steroids, all the supplements. If you don't train hard, this is relevant, like if you're trying to build muscle. So don't shy away from this. Make sure this is dialed in, then look at adding the other stuff in. But make sure you like, comment, subscribe, tell me what you want, and I'll get it done with Benny Boy. Have a good one. Tell you what, my fucking balls are getting caught. It actually does. I don't know how they're going inside me.